In today's video, I will show you how to get Windows 1 DR5 running in VirtualBox. At this point, I'm certain you know how to create a VM, so I'll just go through the settings. Create a virtual disk that you can later edit the contents of. I choose disk management for that because the virtual disk you can create with it integrates with File Explorer. You'll also need MS-DOS 2.11. You can download that with the link in the description below, and with that being said, let's start. As soon as you boot the VM with the MS-DOS Disk 1 in Drive A, you will get the prompt. Now, DOS version 2 is a bit crappy compared to DOS 3 and later, to be honest. Anyway, open fdisk, press enter, enter again, escape. Now you can see the partition you created with the number 4. Close out of fdisk, then it will reboot. Now that you created a partition, it's time to format the drive. And you get these warnings and whatnot. Press Y and enter to format the drive. Or actually, press any key to format it, not just enter. The next step is to replace the MS-DOS diskette in Drive A with the Windows 1 DR5 Disk 1. And now you need to copy a file, install.bat, to the C drive for whatever reason. I mean, this Windows release is very poorly written. It literally assumes that you have the configuration they used for development. And you absolutely must have a mouse, else it won't boot. Okay, if I can spell this correctly, you have to go to the C drive and run the install.bat. Strike a key, and again, and again. Now it's going to ask some strange questions, obviously because they didn't bother to reformat during development. Answer with a yes to all of them, then strike key once more. Then place disk 2 to copy some more files and disk 3 to finish the installation. And you're done. But the terrible batch file that ought to boot Windows is absolutely non-functional, and anyway Windows won't boot until we fix it. Alright, if you did use disk management, now you can attach your virtual hard disk into File Explorer, which in my case is the window to the right side. You should download the remaining 2 files from the description, the MOUSE.EXE patch and the CuteMouse PS2 driver. Replace the MOUSE.EXE file in the C Windows test folder of your Windows 1 VM with the patched version. Also copy the CuteMouse driver, which is CTMEN, to the virtual drive. So, returning to the VM, you shouldn't forget to reinsert the MS-DOS diskette, and after that you can load Windows. Before that, run the CuteMouse driver. As I said earlier, the batch file is crap, which means you need to go into C Windows Test and simply run the kernel. This is literally the first operating system, if it can be called an OS, where you directly load the kernel. And there you have it, Windows 1 DR5 in all its monochrome glory. If you want to see more such tutorials where I make complicated stuff easy to understand, hit that subscribe button or it might eat you for breakfast.